What's up, guys? Coach Matt and YouGoProBaseball.com, and I got a great video for you today because we're going to talk about the dreaded rollover, what it is, what's causing it, how to fix it for once and for all. We're getting rid of the rollover. If you got a rollover in your swing, this is the video for you. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to Cage Pro Tees. The Cage Pro Tee is a pivot action tee that has the softest and most durable tee topper of all the pro style tees on the market. For more information on the Cage Pro Tee, click the link down below. First of all, what is the rollover? The rollover is just when our hands get out and away from our body, and then our wrist rolls over in our swing, and we have a bubble in our swing. When our wrists roll over, the bat kind of gets a little bubble in the swing, and because of that, we usually hit the ball out in front and on top, which ends up being a weak ground ball to our pull side. So it looks a little something like this when we roll over the ball. That one was actually a little hard for a rollover. I'll try to do a real rollover here. That was a little bit better. So I got long with my hands, my wrist rolled over, I got a bubble in the swing, weak ground ball to my pull side, right? All right, so now that you know what a rollover is, first we're gonna talk about what causes the rollover. I got 5 things that causes the rollover because you need to know the root of what's happening. Then we're gonna get into how to fix all of those things so that you will never have a rollover again, okay? So the first thing when I see guys rolling over is a lack of drive in their back leg, okay? That means they're getting here and they're not driving out of their back leg. Their back leg usually stays this way. You'll see guys when they swing here and their back foot still stays pointed this way. The reason for that is if you got a lack of drive in your back leg, those guys are usually more rotational because they have less linear energy. When you get more rotational and you have less drive, your hands tend to get away from your body. When your hands get away from your body, you get long, you roll over, and you get that bubble in your swing. Number 1 was lack of the legs, driving the leg. Number 2 is lack of the hips. If you have lack of hips and lack of rotation in the hips, you're gonna pull the bat through. These are the guys who, you see that front shoulder kind of fly out and they're like pulling this bat through. When you do that, the hands get away from the body, the bat gets long, you get the bubble in the swing, you get that rollover, weak ground balls to the pull side all the time. Number 3 is too much hips. You'll see guys on the opposite end of the spectrum who are like really firing those hips, and then their hands get too far behind. They're dragging too far behind, and now because of that, they're trying to play catch up, pulling that bat through, getting long, loopy in the swing, get that rollover again, weak ground balls to the pull side, no bueno. Number 4, the fourth cause of a rollover is bad weight transfer. I'll see guys who are here and they're really trying to get out in front like this with their body, and they're pulling the bat through. If you're doing this, if you got any kind of pull of the bat, your front arm's gonna get long, bar it out, that barrel's gonna come high in the zone, hit the top of the ball again, more weak ground balls, more rollovers. Number 5, the 5th cause of the rollover is flying open, and we talked about this a little bit already, but flying open with the front shoulder, the head, coming out this way, really being aggressive this way, what happens is you're gonna lose that energy going this way. Meaning, if I'm running with a flag, right, this is what I tell my guys, and this is one of the main reasons for having rollovers is the hands get away from the body. So if I got a flag pole, this is a flag pole with a flag going behind me, and I'm running this way, right, my energy is going this way, but the flag is blowing back this way, right? So my energy's going here, but the flag's going that way. The same thing in the swing. If my energy's going this way, the flag, the rest of my energy is gonna fly out this way. My arms are gonna get long. I'm gonna have that bubble in my swing, the dreaded rollover. And again, weak ground balls all day, and we don't want that. So now let's get into how to fix the rollover. All right, so I got 9 things to work on when you're trying to fix the rollover. Number 1 is gonna be to work off of the tee, right? The reason the tee is such a great tool to use when you're trying to fix the rollover is because you don't have to worry about timing. You eliminate timing from the equation, and all you can focus on is your mechanics, your movement, right? And that's what we want to do when we have an issue in the swing, unless it's a timing issue. But if we have an issue in the swing like the rollover, we want to focus a lot of our attention on the tee because we can really feel and pay attention to what we're doing when we're swinging. And the tee is a great way to do that. So start doing more stuff off of the tee when you have an issue like the rollover. Number 2 is to get stronger, get physically stronger, because a lot of, at least in the younger players, they just don't have the strength to swing the bat that they're swinging, and they're getting into that bat drag position and then whipping that barrel around and trying to get long with it, or they're not strong enough, so they're trying to create energy by pulling out, right? So just get stronger, start doing some push-ups, some sit-ups. If you're older, get in the gym and you're having this problem, right? You're older and you're having this problem, get in the gym, start working out, but get stronger if you're having this issue, no matter what. You know, even if that isn't the fix for you, you still need to be in the gym working hard, right? Getting stronger just to be a better baseball player. So no matter what, make sure you're getting stronger and you're working off the tee to start fixing your rollover. So the third way to fix the rollover, and this is for the guy who has the lack of drive in their back leg, I talked about that was the first issue causing the rollover, is to use the king of the swing. The king of the swing is a great tool to work on creating the drive and feeling the drive. It gives the hitter instant feel and audible feedback when they're using it. It works on a spring system. The player is going to hear a click if they're able to create enough ground force and leg drive, and they're going to know that they are doing it correctly. So they're going to fix their leg drive, learn how to drive better, and in return eliminate the rollover. So the fourth thing we're going to do to fix the rollover, and this is for the guy with the lack of hips, who doesn't really get their hips in their swing, we're going to do a drill where we can work on the separation in our hips, right? So we're going to get a PVC pipe, go up against the wall, and all we're going to do is work on feeling our hips going forward as we start our swing, but keeping our upper body closed off. So it looks a little something like this. Try to keep this upper body closed off and separate those hips. What we're going to do for the guy with too much hips is we're going to do angled toss, right? So if this is where I'm hitting and my pitcher is straight ahead this way, I'm going to have my front tosser be angled off to about 45 degrees this way. He's going to be behind the screen throwing me balls, and if I've got too much hips and I'm pulling off that pitch this way, there's no chance I'm hitting that ball. So I want to focus on staying close, staying on that ball, and driving the ball right back to him. I'm still setting up as if my pitcher is straight ahead, but I'm staying this way, hitting the ball right back at where my angle tosser is, so I'm not pulling out. For number 6, the guy who gets their weight going forward and pulls the bat through, we can do two things. First one is going to be the Flamingo drill. We're going to work on hitting against a good strong front side. All we're going to do is swing into our front leg and stay back. That's going to make us have a strong front side so we can work on not pulling that weight too far forward. The other drill that we can do is to get our back knee to the ball. All we're going to do is take a good swing, because what I see is when guys get pushed forward, their back leg usually extends and pushes their upper body forward. If we work on getting our back knee to a ball down here, we're going to be able to sit back further and have a better swing, in return fixing the rollover issue that you have. For number 7, the guy who's flying open with the front shoulder and the head, we're going to do catch and crush drill. For the catch and crush drill, you're just going to have a partner over here and you're going to have a ball on the tee. Your partner is going to throw you a ball from over here, and you're going to catch it and you're going to swing with one hand. You want to stay closed. If this front arm flies open and pulls out, you know you're pulling out. We're really going to focus on staying closed, shooting this ball right up the middle while we're doing so. Number 8 is to be fluid, right? Because hitting, we talk about mechanics a lot, but we want to be fluid. We don't want to be too mechanical up here, especially when we're working on trying to fix an issue within the swing. If we start to thinking too much and doing too much and get too mechanical, we're probably going to cause more problems. So be an athlete, be fluid, don't overthink it, work on good swings, and trust yourself. Be confident within your swings. And number 9, last but not least, fixing the rollover. You want to use these two tools right here. This right here is going to give you instant feedback if you roll over, because you're going to be pulling that bat out and it's going to shoot the tennis ball to your pull side. So you're going to know exactly when you do it and when you do a good one. So that's a great tool. This is also a great tool because it's going to tell you when you get away from your body. The Velcro is going to disconnect and you're going to know. It's going to give you that instant feedback. So if you have a rollover, you're going to want these two tools in your toolbox. And in fact, I sell both of these on my website. I'm going to put them together as a bundle deal for you guys to save you a little bit of money, because I really think it's needed for the guys who have the rollover. So be sure to check them out at the link below. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to check out the Cage Pro tees, really great tee, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're going to do this season to work on your rollover, work on your swing, to have a better swing and have more success this season. Hop down there. I'll talk to you in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell notification right next to it. Let's go.